God damn it. Okay. Sorry. Rush stream. Yes, I know I'm streaming. You don't have to tell me. I pressed the streaming button. Okay, anyways. Yes, Rush thumbnail. I'm sorry. I might post another one. But, anyways. I am just simply appalled at y'all's behavior. Honestly. It is unacceptable what y'all did to me. So, you know what? I'm going to punish you. I'm not going to make another single video, a short, a stream, a proper review until the next year. Okay, that was really fucking bad. Anyways, I'll probably make a both top 10, probably not 15, best figures I got this year, and bottom 5. I'm still editing the bottom 5. They're just gonna come out later because I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'm not burnt out. I have zero interest in Transformers now, so I just don't want to make any more Transformers reviews. Like, I just straight up, it's like at this point, what's even the point, man? Because Transformers has gotten too expensive. It's a great lineup next year, but like, I'm tired of the disrespect, man. But anyways, we're going to be ranking every single Transformer I got this year, which... Huh? I swear there was more. I swear there was more. Hold on a second. Did I... Hold on. I swear I had more. I forgot. Okay, okay. Give me a second. There is one figure here that's missing. Choose file. Actually, I want to check. I'm gonna go all the way down and check. Okay, because I know I at least am missing one figure here, which is the new Sea Spray. Because I do have him, and I did add him, but I think what happened was I added him in the wrong play. I did the temporary edit, because in order to permanently edit, you want to do this. I put him here. Not very smart of me. I apologize. This is going to take a hot second. I'm just going to check to make sure. To see if I got anything. Ugh. Lord. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to check my downloads real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because was Rat Trap really my second last one? Was this Optimus Prime seriously my second last one? Well, I got him in the store late, like, at some point. Sorry. I know, this is very unprofessional. God fucking damn it. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna... We're gonna add at least Sea Spray. Right. Okay. By the way, I'm not doing the individual Blockies figures. I'm just doing Blockies as a whole. Right. Yeah. It's a weird year for me. God fucking damn it, dude. This fucking website is such a piece of shit. Oh. God damn it. Okay. No, damn it. Okay. I think we should be good. Submit. Okay. Reload. There he is. Okay. Before I go, I just want to check one more. Okay. We're going to do one more overall check to see if I'm missing anything. Because that can't be the last one, right? I feel like there has to be at least some more. Then again, I kind of stopped getting just stuff from Hasbro by the second half of the year. By the way, I noticed that they announced the second wave of Spider-Man. Yeah, guess who's missing? Yeah, that's right, Kurt Connors. I mean, granted, so is Kraven and Carnage, so maybe they might make a wave 3. But I don't get the Kurt Connors disrespect's breaking my heart, man. He should have been Wave 1. But maybe it's like Soundwave, but they gotta save one big Mount Rushmore villain for Wave 3. Because they had Dr. Octopus and Venom for Wave 1. They got the Goblin for Wave 2. Maybe they're just saving Lizard for Wave 3. Because I am of the opinion he is like the 4th Mount Rushmore member for Star Wars, or Spider-Man's big bads. And I think, yeah, that is. Okay. Alright. So we're good. Okay, sorry. Let me check real quick. Make sure there's nobody else watching. You know, I don't think anybody else is. Okay. So, anyways, let's get started. So it's very simple. I don't think there's anything that's F tier bad. F tiers are insanely rare, so we're gonna stick with just this because there are D tiers. All right, let's start with Quake. Now, Quake is a figure that a lot of people don't really like. And yes, I know this is a Legacy United figure. I got him a little later. I really like Quake, though. Robot Mode's the one that everyone likes. Mine has pretty bad QC, but, like, it's not, like, to the point where the figure is just worthless. Okay? I love the engineering. The engineering is really fun. The tank mode's honestly not great, but for the fact that this is a Skullgrin remold, very impressive. I have a lot of fun with this guy. I think my least favorite part was I lost my needle nose for like 4/5 of the year. And I wanted to have all 3 in one place. Because I did get Spinister later. He goes in B tier. I think he's a good figure. Lockdown. Now, this guy will be in my bottom 5 pickups. But the main takeaway for this is, number 1, I hate this Junkion mold. It's fucking terrible. The arms feel really cheap. It's not fun to transform because they have to kind of like compress together. And it's not only really annoying, but the shoulders pop out really easily. Man, is that one of my least favorite steps. And also, it's just no fun. It's a weaponizer that doesn't weaponize. Like, really? But also, this guy doesn't feel like a legacy figure of animated Lockdown. It feels like Legacy, a Legacy version of Botshot Lockdown. Like, if let me just bring up a picture right here. No, not that. No. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh no. Okay. How the hell did I do that? Fucking damn it. Okay. Just gonna put it right here. I know, my timeline's a fucking mess. I'm sorry. I don't even know how that happened. Just... Where's... No. Where's MatPat? There's MatPat. Okay, we're going to bring MatPat back. So I don't know how clean my timeline is. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little... Bot shit. No. Botshot. Lockdown. Yeah. Okay, everything should be good. All right. So it doesn't feel like animated Lockdown. It feels like a proper Legacy figure of this guy. Because his neck's smaller. He's very kibbly. Even his car mode looks a little similar. So that's what he feels like. It's just a no good figure. I think he goes in C tier. Cannonball, one of my favorite Cybertron figures, got an update. Unfortunately, it's a little disappointing because it's just the Skids mold, but it's not Skids. It was that one remold in Legacy Wave 3. I forget his name currently. But the thing with him is he has some of my least favorite shoulders ever, where he has a terrible case of the hot rod shoulders. And it's bad. And, like, shoulder articulation is so important for me. At least in terms of enjoyability. But you know what? It ain't bad. It's like a low B tier. I still like it. It's not as good as the original figure, but that's okay. It still makes me happy on some level. Okay. Missing Link Bumblebee. We're going to make a new tier. Okay. Obligatory, expensive... Oops. item that I don't know why it's doing that. Broke frame 1. We're gonna make this the same color as D tier because we don't like expensive items. Why does this always happen? I don't know. Every single year I get one item that's pricey, and then it breaks. Because 2023 was Armada Prime. 2024 I got like a reputable knockoff of Dinobot, and that thing didn't technically break, but it like refuses to transform properly. Its QC is atrocious. And then there's this guy. $40 for an item that everyone's had problems with, and it breaks, and it's really fucking tiny. Like, I don't get why this thing is so expensive. The engineering is simple, very simple details. And it's one thing if, like, the new, the Missing Link Optimus was expensive. Because this guy genuinely feels like the original figure, but, like, more articulated. I love that guy. But this is my favorite design for Bumblebee. And I don't mind the, like, slightly more limited articulation as long as it gets the job done, which it did. I was happy with it. But then it broke. It broke. And a lot of people have expressed similar things. How do you charge $40 for something that breaks? I don't know. This is just something I'm tired of experiencing. Because, like, Hasbro is just... Hasbro and Takara. They're charging more money, and I know this is a phrase that annoying people use. It really is a case of charging more for less. They're charging more money, $45 for a deluxe style Brawl, and right out the box, he has a massive breakage problem. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? If you're going to upcharge us this much, the least you could do is make the quality control consistent. Nope. It's in fact getting worse. I'm not trying to be a dick, because I know a lot of people are miserable and make it their personality. If you're not as miserable as me, then you're part of the problem. I'll talk more about that by the end. But this is just one of those cases where this is disrespectful. Okay, next we got Tidal Wave. He's kind of along the same lines where I've heard a lot of people have breakage issues, so I haven't touched mine. I think it's the heavy ratchets in the hips. And because of that, I haven't enjoyed this guy as much as I want. This is my one Titan class, and I like him. But he's just not that fun. But I do like him. He's like a low B tier, right? Like maybe right here. And I think I like him a little more than Cannonball. My big ticket item, $200. I'm never spending this much money on a Transformer ever again. This was a lot. I was gonna get the one this year, but I never did. I never got around to it. I think by the time I was ready, I was already depressed with all the price increases. And now I think, because they made it cheaper and smaller, so it's like still a big ticket item. It's just not as expensive and not as ridiculously big. And I'm sure now it's going to be $200 again. Thank you, Hasbro. Ooh, this 2-pack. I think my video on Ironhide is like my most viewed video. It's either that or my other video on Series Ironhide, where like I was talking about how to transform it properly. This guy loves giving me views for how relatively small my channel is. Or other way around. Relatively good views for how small my channel is. Anyways, this guy's awesome. I'm going to put him in A tier. I really like this mold. I didn't like the original because the clear plastic made it so unenjoyable. I think some people have brought up issues with it, and I think those are fair, but to me, the experience between the two is night and day. I really like this guy. I really wish I could get an Ironhide this good that wasn't a corpse, and I didn't get the other 2-pack. I don't have a Ratchet. I don't have a Studio Series Ratchet. I don't know what it is. I have the Earthrise one. I think I'm good. And Prowl. I have made it vocal. I'm not a big fan of Prowl. I think he is one of the lamest G1 characters. But you know what? If I am going to have a Prowl, I like how it's this one and Animated Prowl, because I love Animated Prowl. That's a great redesign. And I don't mind that he's a more G1-ified version of Animated Prime or Prowl, which some people have started to turn on. I kind of saw that coming a little bit, but I honestly like it because it's just a G1 version of my favorite redesign for Prowl that I could just stick in with my G1 collection. I think that's fucking rad. I think that's what the RC was trying to do. But if I wanted G1 Prowl, I have him as he's dead. That's pretty cool. I do have a blue streak. That's only because he came with my Soundwave. The Earthrise Soundwave I found for a really good price. It was like $50, and it had him, and I think his mini-cons, and it came with blue streak. It's $50 or $70. It was a bargain. And I didn't even realize the blue streak was also very rare. So that was really cool. I think he's starting to crack. I don't know. I just know he's in a better shape than my Soundwave, who's yellowed. I do want to get the new one, but I'm not prepared to pay those prices. Or find him, because like finding a Stews Series leader is basically impossible if you don't get him right away. Still haven't gotten Megatron. I would have loved to rank him, but can't fucking do that. Okay, next up we got Cosmos, Legacy United Wave 5. I think this is when we're getting Wave 5. Cosmos is great. I'm glad to finally have him. Fun transformation, great robot mode. Alt mode looks a little weird. Not a big fan of the alt mode. I do have the Legends class one. I had the back when he was in Generations. And then I got him in when they reissued him for, I think it was Titan's Return. Because I remember my main takeaway with that was his head paint chipped really easily because you have to get in your fingernail in the back of his head to pull it up. I'm like, why is it like this? Why can't it just be like red plastic? And then they reissued it and it was exactly that. Kind of hard to say which one I like better. It's really hard to say. I really enjoy. I think this one's better. But which one do I like more? Tough question. But then again, that was one of the last Transformers my dad got me. So, not the last year. That would be the Combiner Wars figures, but second last year. Anyways, this guy, Armada Wheeljack. It's a clever repaint, but this is my least favorite Armada figure because it just doesn't do. He's not as faithful as the other Armada adaptations, which it makes sense. It's still a cool figure. I'll put it in B tier. Yeah, right there. I could have went without it, but I'm kind of glad to have it. If that makes any sense. Oh yeah, so. Oh man, I'm gonna upload the video next year because I don't got any other videos to post. My backlog is clear, so I might as well just start working on videos that I originally was gonna edit. But anyways, I'm gonna finally work on the way too late Rise of the Beast second 3-pack because I got one. This is an interesting story. It had I got like a giant lot of Rise of the Beast figures that had Airazor and Bumblebee, but they didn't have Mirage. But they told me they had Mirage, and I was like, okay, can you? I'll buy it. You don't have to send it. I'll buy it again. And it was on Mersari before that website went to shit. And they're like, okay, just give me a minute. Never responded, but I found this guy for a really good price. I think he's cool. I get some, his transformation's a little annoying. I dig his robot mode. His alt mode's fantastic. I think he's cool. Put him right there. I enjoy him a lot. I like his battle mask a little better than his, Rise of the Beast head. It's weird. I think I don't have the Stews Series Prime. I have the Voyager, which is like really good too. Rat Trap. I think I only got this for those mini reviews because I think I got Optimus the Transmetal Optimus Primal, but like in December of 2024, so he didn't really count. But I got him a little later, like around January. These are all my January releases. Yeah, most of these being in January is crazy work, but he's good. Although I will say, one thing that I like about this, it's made me appreciate the trans art a lot more. That and another figure we'll be talking about. I'm going to put him right here. It's a good figure. Mine's flaking really badly, so I don't really touch him. I just got him just to have him. Now I do. He's cool. Devastation Prime. A lot of people really like this guy. I think his engineering's neat. I just got him because I wanted a Deluxe Prime, and that's basically what he is. But he feels fucking cheap. Like, good God, he's just flat plastics, which normally would be fine, but they're just so flat. He's missing the pipes on the shoulders. I forget what they're called. He didn't have them, and he just was straight up missing them. And then he has a Matrix of Leadership, but it's fucking white, and it looks so cheap. Oh my God. I'm gonna put him in C tier. It's a fun figure, but I just like him for a novelty, but I really could have gone without him. And then we got this Bumblebee, who I would like to put in A tier, but I gotta put him in B simply because it's supposed to be toy Bumblebee, which I've wanted for years. An easier to get Earthrise B that was more toy accurate, but he doesn't have the fucking head. That's like the most important thing for me. Like, sure, I like how his body looks, but there are plenty of Bumblebees that you can do that with. He needs to have the battle mask. Because that was so cool about Bumblebee. Bumblebee, for the longest time, has had that stupid motorcycle helmet look, and he's got that stupid-looking face. What I liked about G1 Bumblebee, He had the horns. That was cool. But then the toy also had a really cool face with the battle mask. So he looked actually really interesting and unique, despite how he looks nowadays, which is as bland as possible. He literally just looks like Prowl and like Bumblebee colors nowadays. I can't stand that. I love this Bumblebee. I love this Bumblebee. We don't have a good toy of this Bumblebee. We almost had 2. We could have had 2. We were so close to having one, but it breaks. And then the other one, the mainline release, he's got the wrong face. And every single other figure's got the toy accurate face. I don't get it. Very disappointing, man. What can you do? Yeah. Okay. Next, we got Armada Red Alert, and he is really good. He's a little smaller than the original. He doesn't have the leg gimmicks, which is kind of disappointing, but he's a really, really satisfying and good-ass figure. He goes in A tier. And, the Fallen. He's so fine, he don't piss me off. How are you that fine? This thing is so good. I've already made a review on it. This thing... Dude, this is what I needed. He is an S tier, an easy S. This guy is sublime. I absolutely love this guy. He is so fucking good. Wonderful robot mode. Really cool tank mode. A phenomenal transformation. Dude, he's amazing. I already made a review on him, though. Solus Prime, on the other hand, fucking sucks. No, she's not good. No. I think she's straight up worse than Earthrise RC. Earthrise RC at least has a really good robot mode. This robot mode is fine, but it has horrendous QC across the board, and I don't think it got a re-release where it doesn't have that problem. Really goofy face sculpt, really bad chest sculpt where it looks really awkward. Really bad transformation, really bad alt mode. Dude, I don't want to hear the excuse of, well, these guys aren't supposed to transform. He wasn't supposed to transform. And then they went hard as fuck with him. I don't care. Okay, Animated Wasp. So this is an interesting one. The thing with this guy is, I've been a little vocal that I'm not the biggest fan of the original mold, but I don't know what it is. This guy works for me. I don't know what it is. I just appreciate him. His alt mode looks better. He does have clear plastic, but it feels stronger. It looks better because it's like a dark shade of purple. Maybe it's the fact that like he's a figure of a character we never got, because I think he was canceled. Yeah, he was canceled. And then it was Motor Master, who was just really hard to get. Makes me like him a lot more. It's a Waspinator figure. He still has the problem of he doesn't feel bang for your buck, because unlike this guy, where he comes with like a giant weapon that you can disassemble, he doesn't come with anything. That's unfortunate, but he's still like I put him right here. I like Animated Wasp a lot. He turned my opinion on that mold around. Ooh, so is this, no, I was about to say, is this the only non-new figure I got? That's not true. Okay. But he is, I think, the last. No, that was Battle Trap. Okay. So most of this is just stuff from this year. Sling. I like Beast Horse Sling, and I found one for a reasonable price, and I was satisfied. I really like this guy. Really cool alt mode. Unfortunate with the legs just sticking out. Fun transformation, a really nice and satisfying and clean robot mode. I really like this guy. His springs are unfortunate, but past that, I really enjoy this one. Yeah, really cool. Battle Trap. This guy's engineering is a pain in the ass, but his robot mode is really sick. His alt mode's pretty cool. I think this guy's pretty cool. I'll put him right here. Yeah, I think I like Mirage just a smidge better. It's kind of up in the air which one I think is better. Ooh, the 2-pack. I forget what it's called. But we got a brand new Spinister. Not as good of a repaint, but getting a normal one's like $100 for literally no reason. You got the latex, bro. You got the latex. Man, shut the fuck up. Go take a shower, you fucking stingy scalper. Not everything needs to be expensive nowadays. Good God, we keep getting upcharged by Hasbro. You don't need to make it worse on every single figure. But Spinister's an S tier. The only thing I don't like about this guy is that his blades don't really stay in the place. There's indentations on both sides of the blades where like a little tab plugs in. Especially over time. It doesn't stay in the place, and it's really annoying. I don't know what it is. I think that's a little annoying. But his engineering's great. Robot mode looks fantastic. Great alt mode. Wonderful. And then, is it Top Spin or Twin Twist? I get the hype, dude. These guys are great. I wish I could have a normal recolor of this guy, but S tier. Yup. Heat Wave. It's Bulkhead, but different. Way worse alt mode, though, and the QC is pretty noticeably worse. I think the most interesting thing I remember is I got this guy while watching that Earthbound ROM hack video by Magic Mush. It's kind of funny. The repaint of a mold that I wasn't a particular fan of, I liked. The remold of a character that I like more than the original, which I like the original mold a lot, kind of fell off a little bit, because I think Bulkhead would go like right here. This guy was a little disappointing, unfortunately. Ooh, Vortex. I love Vortex, dude. This was one of my favorite figures of the year. I really love this guy. Fun transformation, but the thing is, Vortex has always been, well, he's not always been my favorite. I guess Blastoff was my favorite as a kid, but now as an adult. This guy's my favorite of the Combaticons. To me, this is the helicopter dude. And it's not only how his helicopter mode looks, which this captures perfectly, but it's his robot mode where the kibble goes. Some people complain about the arm kibble. I think it's perfect because it's out of the way, but it's still a noticeable part. To me, what really makes Vortex is he's got like the helicopter blades on his back, but then also he has the arm kibbles that are parts of the helicopter that you can flip out for like a spinning blade. That to me is Vortex, and this guy has that. Could he use some more articulation? Maybe. But dude, I fucking love this guy. I will get the Combaticons. I won't be happy about the extra price increase, but I will get them. I don't think any of them look as good as this guy. Because this guy both looks show accurate, very show accurate, but he also is really toy accurate. He's a perfect middle ground. I love this guy a lot. This is one of my favorite figures. Okay, so Skybite. This, I really want to get a Cybershark repaint out of this. But as for this guy himself, this is the best Skybite mold that we've ever gotten. Really great alt mode. Probably the better mode, honestly, all things considering. Pretty damn good robot mode. But the most interesting thing is this guy has the most intuitive transformation, even though it's not that easy, of all the Cybershark figures or Skybite figures, including the original, including the Generations one, which I think is very interesting. This guy's always been a pain in the ass, and they made him the least pain in the ass as possible. So he goes in A tier. Not quite S tier, but close. Ultra Magnus finally got this guy, and he is really good. The only thing I don't like is the cab falling out when transforming it, but the transformation is really fun, really satisfying in big robot mode. Alt mode's great. Commander classes are almost always a win. So he goes right here. Obvious S tier. Scavenger. I also reviewed this guy, and he is really bad. Robot mode looks like a joke. Really annoying tolerances with the joints. Transformation is lame. Alt mode looks pretty good. And what really worries about me, this is like the best one, other than Mixmaster. I've heard people say that Mixmaster feels worthy for the price. He looks the best. I'm not paying $45 for a fucking Mixmaster, but maybe $30. A little too late at this point. But Scavenger's my favorite, dude. He should have been the highlight, and he is, but he's still not good. I could make a rant about this, and I will inevitably one day. But Scavenger just... Sideways. Now, I made a little short about this guy, and I think it got cut off. I said, it's unfortunate that this guy isn't as good as the original, and he could feel a little redundant that he's a worse version of a figure we've already got, but a redundant Sideways is impossible. You can't have a redundant Sideways, so he's still good. It's still a really good figure. Really fun transformation, fantastic robot mode. I'm actually excited for the new one. The new Armada Sideways. I can't tell you which Sideways I like better, Armada or Cybertron. I think I like Armada better as a toy, but I like this guy better as a design or character. But it's hard to say, dude. $45 is going to be a lot for a Voyager, but I know he's going to be worth it. I know he's going to be worth it. So I'm looking forward to him. Okay, next up we got Red Excellion. Or is it Excellion? This guy's got a weird thing where I think this is Red Excellion, but then there's another one called Excellion that looks a little different. I don't know, man. This is the one that I had as a kid. And I still really like this mold. It's still really nice. I don't know. I actually think I like the Hot Shot colors better, even though this one tickles my nostalgia bone more. I'm going to put them in B tier. Top of B tier, right there. Okay, I was going to make a review on all of the primes. I don't think I'm going to follow through with these two, unfortunately. But this is Onyx Prime. He's a cool-ass figure, and he's massive. He's really big. He's the most bang for your buck of all these figures. And it's really weird. The transformation is kind of simplistic. He's got like a cool griffin mode. I thought it was like a dragon. No, it's a griffin. But it's weird. The transformation from robot mode to griffin mode is infinitely more simple than robot mode to weird centaur mode. Which I thought it would be like, oh, you just flip out the shoulders, which are obviously legs, and then you fold it back a little bit. No, there's a little bit more to it than that, at least compared to the rest of the conversion. But there's a lot of things you can do with this guy. He's great. Not quite S tier, though, but right there. Yeah, right there. Oh, man. My Cronus Prime was kind of a disappointment. I thought this guy was kind of cool. He's in this big mech, but the real Prime's just the tiny little guy inside of him. Transformation, I think he's a weaponizer. So that's cool. He's a parts former. I don't really mind, because they're making the character up. But it's that middle dude. The quality control is not so good. I don't want to touch him, because he just instantly stresses. Unfortunate. But he's still good. I'll put him like right there, B tier. And I finally got Gamer Prime, and he's really good. He's really good. Really fun transformation, really cool robot mode, cool ass alt mode that's a lot different. It's just a satisfying figure. He feels like a gamer version of Siege Prime, kind of like how Anime Prime is like an anime version of Siege Prime, and I say that as a compliment. Not as good as Siege Prime, but still really nice. Really nice figure. Blaster. I mean, it's basically just a figure I already got, so that's a little disappointing, but the little cassette inside him is a lot better now, and I do really like Blaster. I'll put him like right there. Masterpiece Rat Trap. This guy is... I like him as much as the Masterpiece Beast Wars Rhinox, which was my number 1 of last year, so you know he's obviously an S tier. Really fun transformation. Fantastic alt mode. I love Rat Trap's Beast mode, and the fact that you can, like... I have him in my hands right now. The fact that you can have him in a standing up position and the engineering that went to this guy is insane. Thank you, Cyberlink. I don't give a shit. This guy is just rad as hell, dude. I don't know how much better they could have made this guy. I know some people complain about his back kibble, but like... that is like a case of mass shifting. He has back kibble. They can't make it quite as good as the real show, but like, it's fine. I think people prioritize back kibble a little too much. He has back kibble. But it's not a deal breaker. I think this guy is simply fantastic. I honestly prefer this guy's back kibble to Rhinox's, because not only does that one look a little bit more inaccurate, but his body is supposed to be green, but it's almost entirely brown. And I get why. It's still a great figure. I'm just saying. I think the compromise with this guy's backpack is a little bit more manageable. Simply great. I'm glad I finally got this guy. And I can't wait till they inevitably do Masterpiece Air Razor. I want to get... it'd be great if they could reissue some of the other Masterpiece... I think they reissued Primal. I might get him later. But yeah, this guy's great. I love him. The Masterpiece Beast Wars figures are simply perfect. Simply highlights. Sea Spray. I was surprised with this thing's engineering. Now, I did pay $30 for this guy because I got him after they did the price hike, which is annoying. This is like one of the last times I will pay this much money for a Transformer. I haven't bought a Transformer since this. I've been kind of scarred. But I think for Deluxe, he's still really good. His proportions feel a little show accurate. And people say show accurate, not always a compliment. I think that's kind of the case with this guy. His robot mode looks a little funky. But it still looks fine. He's got a great alt mode. His transformation is really fun. I think that's why I like him a little bit more than Cosmos, even though it's kind of hard to say which mini-bot I prefer. Very sad that the new Power Glide looks a lot worse than these two. That's really fucking annoying. I think I was going to make a video on that, but it was just really depressing. I was in a really bad mood. But anyways, so that's basically it. But I also got Blockies. We're going to put Blockies at the top. Even more than Masterpiece Rat Trap. I haven't had this much happiness with
the toy line since Blockies. And this isn't just Transformers. Transformers Blockies are fantastic. What's their other line? Their Star Wars? Dude, I haven't been that happy with a toy line in God knows how long. Their Blockies Star Wars Mandalorian wave, one of my favorite toy lines ever. And I'm so happy. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what they do next. It's really weird, though. They already just showcased the new Spider-Man wave. And they already showcased a wave, too. I don't know what's up with that. I would love to see another Star Wars wave. Maybe, like, original trilogy. Or prequel trilogy. Or May I Be So Bold. A sequel trilogy. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I don't care if you have a problem with that. You probably don't. But that's my list. Overall... All right, anyways. Very slow year, but overall pretty positive. Kind of sad that this is my last big year. I'm probably going to get like maybe 10 items for the next year. And before I go, I do want to mention one thing. I'm kind of in that I'm done with Transformers phase where I'm not okay with like what's going on, but a lot of people are still buying the new stuff. They're satisfied, and I want to make, because a lot of people feel the same way towards their favorite things that I do with Transformers right now. I think it's okay if you still want to get these Transformers. In fact, I'm happy for you. Because at the end of the day, it's just me. I'm dissatisfied with what Transformers is going to be doing next year. So I'm going to leave. Vote with my wallet. And if, like, we never get back to the golden years with Transformers, I got to accept that, dude. Because I see a lot of people who, like, are upset that their favorite franchise is kind of, quote-unquote, ruined. And they take their anger out on other people who are enjoying the stuff. It's like, that's their business, dude. We're all suffering right now. Why you gotta attack other people who aren't suffering as much as you? Right? Just be cool. I understand you're frustrated. I get it. You feel hopeless, but responding to a hopeless situation with anger and wrath, especially towards the wrong people, is what a child would do. Don't be childish. At the end of the day, this is like toys. Don't be a dick. I'm not saying this towards Transformers fans, because the Transformers fan base have a lot of problems, but this ain't one of them. This is towards anyone. You know, Pokemon, Nintendo, Star Wars, they're kind of suffering with that. I see people say, like, people should be shamed for still enjoying this. Like, brother, why do you care? Why do you care? Because you're unsatisfied? Well, that's the thing you gotta handle. You don't gotta be a dick. Anyways, I gotta go real quick. So, Happy New Year's, dude. Only 30 minutes. Pretty good. And, next year will be different. It'll be interesting. No. But I'll still be around. Even if it's in a different way and maybe in a less place. This has always just been a hobby of mine. I don't really care about, making it my career. I think people make YouTube their career way too much. It's really annoying. I probably said this a million times. So, yeah, stay collecting out there, even in times as hard as this. And no matter what anyone tells you, do what you feel is right.